Okay, everyone, this is the lesson for Guitar 4, which is the cello part in Eine kleine Nachtmusik, the first movement Allegro. And so I'm going to give you kind of a few pointers about where things are, but most of what you're going to play is all here in first position. It's in G major, so literally your F sharp is going to be one that you can play quite a bit on the fourth string, fourth fret. You're going to play some F sharps on the first string, second fret too. So I'll just kind of guide you through it. But the beginning is that very iconic Eine kleine Nachtmusik theme motive. And the way I would do it is, it's an arpeggio. So it's better not to go like this, going up like that, but instead to play it like an arpeggio with your fingers. I think I would recommend that over trying to do an IM and go through it that way, okay? It's going to be better for facility. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm starting on I, and then I'm just going P. That helps you with making the rests as well, because you can cut that G easier when you bring your thumb down to play the D. Now, everything again, like I said, is in first position. So when you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and now you have, A. And then I keep you F sharp there. Now, for these G's, yes. Is the part that you're going to hear against it. It's just all eighth notes with G's. So no problem there. On measure 9, you go up a scale. So for that, I would use I and M. And remember that your F sharp is on the fourth string, fourth fret. You stay in position. Open, 2 for A, open B, F sharp, fourth finger, G, A. Okay? All right, then when you do the next part, it's again, first position, you're going D, then E, then C, C, D, D, position notes. It repeats itself at the beginning of it. Then C, C, D, D, and now we've got these G's again, but something special about the way they are. If you look at the music, you'll see SF and then piano. So you want a little bit of a strong accent and note at the beginning. Ba, 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 piano, then again, and then again, and now you're doing a crescendo. And so once you do that, you're still in the first position, then it's forte with the going down onto the fourth string. So again, measure 15, 16, 17, 18. There's an SF, so it's kind of like you play a little bit stronger, and then you back off. Piano, hit, and then you're doing a crescendo, F sharp, G, and forte. And it's just going to be I and M, okay? Then a series of scales going up. And then I'd play this with my thumb. A, the bass note. So the scales going up are, again, stay in first position here. So it's D, E, F sharp, E, D, E, F sharp, D. Then you go to the next string, G string. But this time you can play an open second if you wish, or you can go open, 2, 4, 2, open, or you can go open B. I think I wrote open B here, but it's your choice. If you feel more comfortable going like this. It might feel better technically and more comfortable because it's exactly the same technical move with your left hand. So again, when you start on the G, measure 25, or then it's the leading tone going to the, because he wants to emphasize the A chord, because he's going into the key of D. Okay, all right. Then all of these can be played with the thumb that occurs afterwards on measure 28. D sharp, and these are slightly staccato. That's why they're written as eighth notes and not quarter notes. Da, 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 da. Okay. D sharp, E, D, C sharp, A. So your C sharp now is on the 4th fret of the 5th string. And then A sharp, of course, is right 1st fret of the 5th string. Da, da, do, da, dee, do, da, da, da. Fingers and thumb, and these are 1 off 3 4 1 off 3 on off on 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so again, everything is kind of written in my music, the notation and the fingerings, so that shouldn't be too hard to find. And then of course now you come into something that moves a little bit more, and that is measure 39. And it is starting on the and of 1, so it's going to go 1. And for that, you can go ahead and play all that with your thumb, with your right hand. Okay, it's kind of like a bass line, and no matter how fast it goes, it's still going to be okay to do with your thumb. Okay, if you want to do it with the fingers, you can do that too. Okay, but I'm just recommending the thumb. So it starts on, and it's forte, so it's 1 and D, right, and then 5th string, and this is still a D sharp, okay, because it's in the measure. If it's in the measure, the accidental remains. It doesn't say D sharp on there, but it is still a D sharp, okay? D sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, and then E. Now, this one you can play with your finger, the G, and then right back to the thumb. C sharp, D, D, E, F sharp, and once you get to the G's, G, I would go I am, A, I am, thumb, 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 D, 2 and 3 and 4 and A and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And it really needs to be just a quarter note, okay? Stop it on the 2, don't stop it before or way after, because it's going to make a big difference in our recording to make it clean. Then at 40, what number is this? Looks like it's 47. It's going to do the same thing again. G's, A's, low A, and then it has this little line that goes up, and it's going to end up going up chromatically at the very, very end. D, A, D, C sharp, D, D, E, E, then F sharp, and then I use 3 here, so you don't go, it goes D, 3, and then I switch to 2, so it's going to go, so I'm just doing this temporarily because I don't want to do the same finger to do the note. 3, then I get back into open regular position, open D, 2, 4, and G, and then it goes A sharp, B, A sharp, those are 2 A sharps, to B, and in the very end, piano, G, A, D, 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 but short because they're 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and, okay. And that's the whole thing. What I think I'll do is I'll play it really slowly for you with the metronome, so you have some type of a reference, okay? I gotta bring this metronome down for eighth notes. Let's see. I'll make the eighth notes a little bit quicker. Yeah, that'll be okay. So I have the eighth notes going at, this is around 110, but these are eighth notes. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So this will be a practice. Actually, I'll give you a separate video for the practice.